Steve Johnson suggests if Jessica Pegula can ever win a Grand Slam after her title in Dubai. Jessica Pegula will be hoping her victory at the Dubai Tennis Championships is a sign of things to come. Pegula beat Alina Svitolina to win the tournament in Dubai, which is her fourth title at WTA 1000 level. While the American is often praised for her consistency, Pegula's victory in Dubai was her first title of any kind since June. With Pegula returning to the winner's circle, former top 30 player Steve Johnson has given his verdict on whether this now makes her a contender for Grand Slam titles in the future. Steve Johnson suggests Jessica Pegula is now a Grand Slam contender. Pegula beat the likes of Svitolina, Amanda Anisimova, and Iva Jovic to win the Dubai Tennis Championships this year. However, there were a lot of big names missing from the WTA 1000 tournament, including both Aryna Sabalenka and Iga Swiatek withdrawing from the Dubai Tennis Championships. When assessing Pegula's victory in Dubai on the Nothing Major podcast, Johnson suggested that he thinks she is a contender for Grand Slam titles in the future. "I think this was a really important win for Jess, just to kind of solidify her confidence in the belief that she can win these big events," said Johnson. Some of the biggest names weren't there. They pulled out, so the event didn't have the top couple women, Sabalenka, Swiatek, I believe. It was just a good tournament for Jess. She goes over there, she gets a title. She didn't play the week prior. She needed a rest from Australia, which is good. She goes over there, gets a win, Dubai. For her, what's left to accomplish is winning a slam title, and winning these types of events. It's not a slam title, but it gives you the confidence to go out there and take care of business. The final, it was clinical. She took Svitolina just over an hour 10 minutes or so. And from start to finish, it was Jess playing her best tennis and taking care of business. Johnson added, "Great week for Jess. If she can continue this, she's a slam contender, so winning events like this can only further your confidence in that regard." What is Jessica Pegula's best Grand Slam tournament? Showcasing her consistency on all surfaces, Pegula has reached at least the quarterfinals of every Grand Slam tournament. Pegula reached the US Open final in 2024, where she lost to Sabalenka, and to date, that is still her best result at a Grand Slam tournament. However, in terms of win-loss record, the US Open is actually not Pegula's best major tournament, as she has a slightly higher winning percentage at the Australian Open. Pegula's least successful Grand Slam tournament has been Wimbledon, where she has only won 57% of her matches. It is still some time until the next Grand Slam tournament at the French Open, which begins at the end of May, but it is not long until Pegula returns to the match court. Pegula was expected to withdraw from the ATX Open after winning the title in Dubai, but it appears that she will actually compete in Austin, Texas. The world number 5 will play her first-round match against Rebecca Sremkova on Tuesday, February 24th. Can she? Should she? The Grand Slam question after Dubai. Winning a title at a prestigious event like the Dubai Tennis Championships is a milestone in any player's career, but for a competitor like Jessica Pegula, already considered one of the most consistent and persistent forces on the WTA Tour, it feels momentous on a deeper level. After her emphatic victory in Dubai, the tennis world has found itself reframing the question, is Jessica Pegula now a Grand Slam contender? Not just a contender, but a genuine Grand Slam champion in waiting? This isn't a casual debate. Pegula isn't an unknown. She's a multi-finalist, serial semi-finalist at majors, and a player who has already reached a Grand Slam final, US Open. Yet she has never closed the deal at a major, an achievement that separates champions from contenders. And it's this crossroads moment, success in Dubai versus success at the Slams, that sparked commentary from figures like Steve Johnson. The Dubai title, confirmation, not completion. Jessica Pegula's triumph in Dubai wasn't a fluke. It was the product of years of consistency. 10th career title and an impressive 4th WTA 1000 title, beating 4 top 20 players in one event, something she's only done once before, stringing together a streak of deep runs and dominant wins across the season. This isn't merely adding another trophy to the shelf. It's beautiful validation of Pegula's growth, resilience, game maturity, and readiness to challenge the elite consistently. Winning a WTA 1000, often considered just a step below a Grand Slam, swings public perception. She belongs in the conversation as a major threat. But that's where debate begins, not ends. What does a Grand Slam mean for Pegula? A Grand Slam title isn't just another trophy. It's the ultimate stamp of tennis immortality, a career-defining moment. And here's why Pegula's journey makes this debate so compelling. 1. She has the game for it. Pegula's baseline consistency, tactical control, and mental poise make her one of the toughest matchup players on tour. She doesn't necessarily overpower opponents, but she outthinks them, a trait often seen in champions. In an interview after her Dubai win, veteran coach Rick Matchy remarked that he believes Pegula could 100% win a Grand Slam. That's a powerful endorsement from a coaching legend with an eye for championship talent. 2. Her track record isn't the only barrier. Yet statistics and past results reveal the nuance in her case. She's made deep runs at majors, quarterfinals, semifinals, and a Grand Slam final, but hasn't converted these into a title. Many pundits point out that her absence of breakthrough at majors raises questions about her ability to beat the very top under the unique pressures of a Grand Slam environment. So while she has the tools, consistency, tactical awareness, elite fitness, her ceiling and clutch performance under the most intense conditions are still being evaluated. Steve Johnson's take, an outsider's perspective. When Steve Johnson, a former ADP professional turned analyst, weighed in on this topic, the discussion wasn't about doubt, it was about context. He didn't dismiss Pegula's chances, nor did he explicitly declare that she will win a slam. Instead, his viewpoint can be understood as part of a larger conversation in tennis. Many elite players can dominate week in and week out, but a Grand Slam title, that's a different beast. Tennis commentators often remind us that Grand Slams are unique in tennis. 6 best-of-5 or 3-set matches in a row. Unpredictable surfaces and environments. Mental endurance as much as physical skill. In that sense, Johnson's commentary is less dismissive and more reflective of the historical challenge Pegula faces, even with her Dubai confidence. Pegula's youthful resilience at 32. Something remarkable about Pegula's journey is her age. At 32, often considered the latter stage of a tennis career, she's playing the best tennis of her life. She's rewritten the narrative that top performances belong only to younger athletes. And her own words reflect a player who understands that experience, mental strength, and smart tennis are just as effective, perhaps more so, than raw youth. That shift in mindset, especially after a big title, signals that Pegula isn't just capable of winning trophies, she's ready to compete with the highest stakes on the sport's biggest stages.